Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Good afternoon, good morning,
Good evening.
and good night, wherever you might be listening to this podcast. This is the Lancashire Teaching Hospitals NHS Foundation Trust Recruitment podcast, hosted by me, Will.
And me, Lauryn.
And our episode today, Lauren, is on...
NHS Overseas Workers Day.
It is.
It
Which
is.
Which date is that?
The 1st of March.
1st of March. In a nutshell, can you describe what the day's all about?
The day's all about celebrating our workers and colleagues in the Trust who have come to join us from overseas in any role whatsoever within the Trust. Obviously we've got over 300 roles in the Trust.
Yeah.
So anyone that's come to join us from overseas, celebrating them.
Excellent. That sounds very worthwhile.
Very worthwhile.
So, what's happened this week?
So this week we've been out to Chorley to meet with Mike, who is one of our occupational therapists in the Trust, who has joined us from Ghana. He arrived 7 months ago in June.
Yeah.
And he is currently on a rotational post.
Mm-hmm.
So he's done some work at Preston on one of our stroke wards.
Yeah.
And now he is at Chorley.
Wonderful. He's a nice guy, isn't he, Mike?
He's a lovely guy.
Yeah, I met him. I was there.
You were there?
Did the recording. You did the interview.
I did.
He's a smashing chap, and I think, well, his enthusiasm comes across.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think he stopped smiling the whole time.
No, he's got a great smile and he's full of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Should we play it?
Let's play it.
Let's play it.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Lauryn.
Hello.
Yeah.
So we've come to see you today for NHS Overseas Workers Day.
Thank you.
So we thought we'd just get a little bit of background as to how you've come to join us.
All right. Okay.
And a bit about how you're finding it with us.
It's been great. It's been great. Really great. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been here about 7 months now with us.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was July when you arrived, so it was peak British summertime, wasn't it?
Yeah, I arrived on the 27th of June. Actually.
27th of June.
Yeah, 27th
Sorry,
of June.
July.
Yeah.
So when you landed in Manchester, what was your first impression of England, and sort of when you arrived in Preston, what was your first sort of impressions?
All right. So that was the first time I actually traveled outside my country.
Oh wow.
So when I arrived, everything was different, totally different. The airport was different from my home country. And I was totally lost because I've not traveled before.
Okay.
But then I was in constant communication with the recruitment team. Yeah, so that was really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what about the weather? Was it sort of similar weather to back home?
Yeah. So when I arrived, I mean, I just felt everything was like different. It was supposed to be the summer, but it didn't feel like the summer. Yeah, I was expecting like some heat, but for me it was really cold. It was really cold for me, yeah.
So I remember the week you arrived, and I think we were in a heat wave at the time.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so our heat wave is cold to you.
Yeah, it was really cold. Yeah.
And so since being here in Lancashire, is there anything you've found that we do that's particularly strange? So any foods that we eat or any sort of local, what's the word I'm looking for? Not specialities, but... anything you found that's a bit weird?
Well, when it comes to food, I would say I'm still trying to get my head around the food over here. I've not really found anything really interesting to, but like I mean, chips and fish. Yeah, that's like my favorite. I really like chips and fish. And I had my first one in Blackpool, and it's been the best. It's been really the best, yeah.
I mean, my hometown's Blackpool, as you know, and we do fish and chips
very
well.
Oh, yeah, the best is at Blackpool.
So speaking of Blackpool, is sort of anywhere else you've been to sort of see around Lancashire? Where's been sort of your favourite place to go?
My favourite place will always be Blackpool. Mm-hmm. I like to go to the beach. I like to see the sea. Yeah, because where I come from, we have the sea, and I'm always around the sea, so I always enjoy going to Blackpool, and also to see like a lot of people on the beach is really like nice for me to see. So Blackpool is like my favorite place. I've been to Blackpool like 6 times.
Wow.
Since I've been here. Yeah. And then for the Fireworks Festival, that was fantastic. That was the first time I saw something like that.
Was that the first time you saw fireworks?
Yeah,
or anything?
that was the first time. It was really beautiful. So back home we have the fireworks, but it's not really as intense as what I saw in Blackpool. So that was really great.
That's good to hear. We do
Yeah.
fireworks festivals very well in Blackpool. So what's the best thing for you about being here in Lancashire and in Preston?
So for me, I mean, Preston, the cost of living for me is really good. I mean, rent is better than other places. Like when I ask my friends how much they are paying and compared to Preston, it's really good. And also, it's easy for me to like travel around the northwest area from Preston. Yeah, so I've been to few places. I've been to Liverpool. I've been to Manchester.
Oh wow, you've got about.
Yeah, and I've been to outside the northwest region. I've been to Lincoln.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so.
And when you're traveling to those places, are you on the train, on bus?
Yeah, I normally use the train.
The train.
Yeah, I've not used the bus before, so the bus is only like within Preston and Chorley. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So moving on to sort of working here in the trust.
Yeah.
Is working for the NHS what you thought it would be before you came? Do we live up to the expectations?
Yeah, I'll say that it's been great in the NHS because where I'm coming from, totally different healthcare system, and there are a lot of irregularities, sorry to say, in our healthcare system. But coming here and looking at the kind of support the NHS gives to its patients, trying to improve the patient outcome, improving the quality of services in the NHS is really great. So I think for me the NHS is actually one of the best healthcare systems in the world.
Okay.
In the world, yeah.
That's good.
I'm really impressed about the quality of service. Yeah, and always there is that opportunity for you to improve upon your knowledge. So it's been great. It's been great. Yeah.
Okay. So if you were to recommend Lancashire Teaching as a sort of place to work, what 3 things would you sort of say to sell working here?
So first of all, me personally coming into England and working for the NHS and for that matter the Lancashire Teaching Hospital, the first thing I would say is that the pre-employment process, I had a lot of people working for the trust always give me information about what to do, about how to go about it, visa application, and all this process. I was supported throughout the process. And then and arriving, I was taken at the airport by a driver, which was really good because at the airport I was totally lost, and then I had this communication with the recruitment team and the driver, which was really good. And the most important thing for me was the 12-week free accommodation.
Yeah.
That was really, really great because we are just coming into a system, we don't know anything, and then even getting a house, you need to go through a lot of process, and we didn't have any document to even secure a house. So the trust giving us 12-week accommodation for free was really, really impressive. That's the best thing ever. Yeah.
That's good. And what about the colleagues that you work with here?
Oh, fantastic team. If I want to start talking about my colleagues, I don't think I'll be able to finish today because when I came in, because it's totally new service to me, what they did that was really great was to provide me with a weekly supervision. The weekly supervision was really good. So things that I didn't understand, I normally bring it out to supervision, which was really great. And then from the weekly supervision, I progressed to monthly supervision, and the whole team was really great. Everybody was looking out for me, both like in terms of understanding the NHS, in terms of settling into the NHS. My colleagues were asking, what have you got something to eat? How is your weekend? Those things are really important. Every Monday when I come, Mike, have you done something for the weekend? And then Friday they always say, Mike, you need to see this place, you need to go to this place.
Yeah.
So that was really great. My colleagues have been supportive. If I want to talk about them, I won't finish today, so I'll just end it over there. Yeah.
Okay, so looking at your rotations, obviously you've only been here for 3 weeks at this current rotation.
Yeah.
Where have you worked sort of before here, in your previous rotation, and what was that like?
Yeah, so I started from stroke, the acute stroke, which is what 21 in Preston. So stroke is an area where I had some experience before, but that's an acute stroke. From my previous experience, it was more of a rehab stroke. So it was new to me. Acute setting was new to me, and um, everything. And they've got like different ways of working from where I was coming from. They've got different discharge pathways in stroke, so it was something big for me. But the team in stroke has been very supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I worked there for about 7 months. Then I rotated to my new place now in Charlie, elective orthopedic. Yeah.
And what's your favourite part about working within sort of the therapies team, core therapies?
It's about the support. It's about the support. So I have had the opportunity to shadow different teams. So when I came, because they've got like different, they wanted me to understand the NHS and how different teams work.
Okay.
I shadowed like various teams, and every team that I go to, I receive like maximum support, which has really helped me to understand really how the NHS is about, what the NHS is looking for, and also to understand the trust values, and also to be able to work with the trust values to help to improve the patient outcome, and also improve upon the quality of service that we render to our patients. Yeah.
That's really good. So obviously you've come and joined us from overseas. What advice would you give to someone who might be considering coming to join us from overseas, whether it be in an occupational therapist role or a nursing or midwifery role?
I mean, leaving the comfort of your country or your home to come to another country might be a bit intimidating for you if you think about it. But once you come in and you understand the level of support that you've got, like it's in the first few weeks, first months, you might maybe be feeling homesick, but the kind of support you might be getting from the recruitment team, from your colleagues and everybody, and the kind of support the NHS has got will make you forget about your home quickly. Yeah, it will make you forget about your home quickly. And then you can always, I mean, if you have any problem, any issue, there's always somebody there to support you. So, I mean, I will encourage anybody who has the ambition of coming to work for the NHS to look at it and consider that. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And then finally, I just want to offer congratulations to you, because I know you have got a little promotion up to a band 6.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I'm very happy. I'm very excited, especially by getting the opportunity to be considered for the band 6 job, applying for it, and then being considered and then being successful. I'm really excited. It's a testament of the kind of support that I have received since joining the trust, because I've been given that support to understudy different teams, understand how the NHS work. That has really helped me, and I applied for a new role in a rotational post band 6, and fortunately I've sailed through. I'm successful, so I'm looking forward to starting my new role. Yeah, thank you very much.
And how did that make you feel? Obviously you've left everything that you've known, you've come abroad for the first time, and then you've got that development post very, very quickly, or sort of 7 months in. How does that make you feel that?
Yeah, so obviously I'm excited. In fact, I've been excited for so many days, looking at when I came in, how I struggled in the beginning, and then within a few months I've been able to pick up and being able to apply for this post and getting it. In fact, obviously I'm excited about it. I just can't think about how far I've come within a short period of time in England. Yeah,
that's great, because I remember meeting you on your first day when you came here with Sarah.
Yeah,
and just seeing the journey you've been on this 7 months is
exactly.
And what sort of aspirations do you have sort of for the futures? This band 6, I'm looking at you now, I'm like, that's not going to be the end of Michael.
Obviously it's not,
where do you want to go to after?
Obviously it's not going to be the end, so I'm looking forward to developing myself, developing my skills, and gaining more experience. Of course, I want to work in neuro, so the rotation post is in neuro. but it's just a rotational post. So I'll be looking at in the near future getting a static post and then developing my skills, specializing in neuro with a trust. Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I wish you every bit of luck getting into neuro.
Thank you.
I'm sure there's not any part of me that's doubting you will not get there.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing you sort of progress and flourish in
Thank
the
you,
trust.
thank you very much. I really appreciate everyone. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, Lauren, I love it. It's fantastic.
What a lovely guy.
He's awesome.
Honestly.
It's such a good story.
The progression that he's shown since when I was getting that band 6 rotational post. All credit where credit's due.
Absolutely. And not only that, I mean, you can obviously, you look at the professional career development and professional integration awards and really enjoying the job, but also, you know, having the confidence to go to Liverpool, discovering fish and chips.
Chips and fish.
Chips and fish.
Chips and fish.
I should have asked him, does he have gravy with it?
Oh, I don't know,
is it all about the curry sauce? Or does he do great mushy peas? Has he ever had a chip bomb? I don't know. There's so many questions with the cuisine of Blackpool. Oh, sorry, I've wasted opportunity as a podcast host there.
I know. Terrible.
Wow. So if you have any opinions on fish and chips and curry sauce, listeners, get in touch. And gravy, get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. We're big fans of healthy eating, but also fish and chips on this podcast. Yeah,
absolutely, especially from Blackpool.
I'm
not biased at all, but especially from Blackpool.
Not biased at all.
Not biased at all.
No, of course not. Well, on that note, I think it's time that we say goodbye.
Yeah.
However, as always, right now we will display our contact details if anyone wants to get in touch. That's at LancsHosp on social platforms. We have got some big news coming regarding social platforms, but we're just going to hold off on now because I don't quite know when this episode's going out compared to another episode that we've recorded.
Yes.
We could be back to the future. We could be time travelling.
I do like a bit of time travelling.
Yeah, because it's not always linear
No.
when we record these things. So maybe that big news is hit. Maybe it's not. That's exciting.
That is quite exciting.
It's a good cliffhanger.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Come back next time, whenever that is, on the Recruitment Podcast. See you later.
See you later.
Bye bye.